In Module 2, Lesson 5, we're going to create division stories. And as our opening exercise, we're going to review some models that we have used in the past to represent fractions and fraction division. So the fraction bar is representing 8/9, and we'd like to divide those 8/9 into 2/9 pieces. Remember, this is 8/9. 8 out of 9 pieces are shaded. So 2/9 pieces can be cut by drawing a loop over 2/9, and then the number of loops would be our answer. There are 4 2/9 pieces in 8/9. The number line is representing the problem 11/8, and then we're going to divide those 11/8 into 3/4 cup servings. In order for us to do that, our 3/4 needs to be a common denominator. So we'll need to convert the fraction 3/4 into a fraction with a common denominator of 8. And we know that 4 times 2 equals 8, so we'll need to also multiply the numerator by 2. And we'll get the equivalent fraction of 6/8. After we've done that, we can take our 11/8 that are shown on the number line and the tape diagram together, and we're going to divide the number line by 6/8. And in looking at our number line and our shading, we can see that there's one whole piece of 6/8, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 6 pieces in the second piece. So we can say that there are 1 and 5/6 servings. So the focus of our lesson today is for us to be able to write the word problem. And in example 1, they've given us a basic division problem with fractions, 1/2 divided by 1/8. We're going to use measurement division in this lesson, and in measurement division we know the original part, or we know the original amount and the size or measure of one part, and we use that measurement division to find out the number of parts we have. So measurement division asks how many are in a total amount. Again, a measurement problem asks how many whatever are in a total number. We know the total and the size or measure of one part. We are finding the number of parts. So in our example, we are going to decide on the interpretation. In this case, because we're in lesson 5 and we're working on measurement, we'll actually be working on a measurement problem. Then we would draw a model showing 1/2 divided by 1/8. So my model, first of all, shows 1/2. And I know that there are 4 8s in 1/2. So I'll need to divide. In order to divide it into 8s, I would divide my half into 4 pieces. And I know then that each of those pieces is 1/8. In step 3 then, we are asked to answer the problem. So I'll drag our model down To find the answer, we can take a look, and we can even draw the 1/8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer to our problem is 4. There are 4 1/8 pieces in 1/2. Choosing the unit in step 4 is simply choosing some type of representation. We'll say that 1/2 is pounds of candy, and 1/8 is also the pounds of candy. So our units then are pounds of candy. And to set up the situation, we're just simply going to write the story problem. Something like Bonnie has a total of 1/2 pound chocolate. She needs 1/8 pound of chocolate for every batch of brownies she bakes. How many batches of brownies can Bonnie bake? With 1/2 pound of chocolate. And there is our word problem. To review, when you're going to write division stories, first of all, decide on an interpretation. Is it going to be measurement or partitive? Partitive we will look at in lesson 6. Draw a model of your numbers. Find the answer. Choose a unit, pounds, miles. And then write the actual word problem. Make it something that makes sense.